Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for so promptly gathering and giving us your attention. Appreciate you guys joining us here today at Accelerate Okanagan. We have an exciting announcement ahead. I wanted to start off by acknowledging and respecting the land that we're gathered here today is on the traditional and unceded territory of the Syilx Okanagan people, who have resided here since the time immemorial and will continue to be here for generations to come. For those of you who have not had the opportunity to meet, my name is Bree Lake, and I'm the CEO of Accelerate Okanagan. Accelerate Okanagan exists to support entrepreneurs and support them in starting and growing their technology and innovation businesses here in the Okanagan region. It is my honor to get to MC today's event. We are all looking forward to hearing more about the exciting new federal investments happening here in Kelowna and across the southern interior of BC. We have three speakers that are here with us this morning. Elder Marion Radowitz from the West Bank First Nations, the Honorable Harjit Sajjan, Minister of International Development and Minister responsible for the Pacific Economic Development Agency of Canada, and Member of Parliament for Vancouver South, and Jeremy Lang, founder of PILA. Before we begin these remarks, I wanted to note a few housekeeping items. First of all, following the formal speaking portion of the event, there will be a time for media availability. If you have questions for the minister, please notify his press secretary, Haley, which is right there, who is standing there, and you can follow up with her if you have any media questions, and there will be an opportunity to connect with the minister, ask your questions, and for photos. Afterwards, there will be an opportunity to network, enjoy some refreshments and treats that are on the back table, and get to network with the individuals who are here in the room. With that in mind, I would like to introduce you to our first guest, Elder Marion Radowitz from the West Bank First Nation, who will be giving us her welcoming prayer and remarks. So I'll pass it over.
Good morning. Why Halskalhat. I come from the West Bank First Nation. I've been asked to be here today to bring a blessing to this room and to the energy of this building that I felt from the immediate moment that I walked in the door. The word innovation, to me, is completely aligned with what we have we strive to be at West Bank. West Bank First Nation has built a government over the last 25 years that is absolutely amazing. I see opportunity, I see economic development, I see the most amazing benefits that have rolled from our community, and it has taken everybody from around us. All of the city structures that are around us, all the municipalities that are around us, all of those people who have come to live on our lands. It has taken every last one of them to help us be all that we can be. I can see the same promise within this Innovation Center, and I'm so happy to be here to give you a short prayer to perhaps send you off with a blessing that will make this an even more grounded opportunity for everyone who enters here. If you can just give me a moment. Kulanchutin, Limlemt, we ask you to be here with us this morning. We ask for you to walk with us as we open doors to opportunity within our Okanagan region. Within the heartbeat of Kelowna, but the waters of our Okanagan Lake that flow strong from north to south, from east to west, we bring those energies in. We ask our ancestors to attend here with us today, that they may bring us all of that wisdom and knowledge that has helped us all be here at this very moment. Thank you for giving us this time and giving us your attention, Kulanchutin, that you may bless us with your presence and to always help us get to where we need to be with all of our innovation. Limnimt, thank you. And to all of you, welcome. Welcome to the Okanagan Nation and West Bank First Nation. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Elder Radowitz. We're so lucky that you were able to join us today. I'd like to now introduce the Honorable Harjit Sajjan, Minister of International Development, Minister responsible for the Pacific Economic Development Agency of Canada, and Member of Parliament for Vancouver South. Minister Sajjan is a longtime resident of Vancouver who was first elected as Member of Parliament in 2015. The minister has made serving others really the cornerstone of his life. He was the former detective with the Vancouver Police Department, a former lieutenant colonel with the British Columbia regime, and a longtime advocate for youth education and mentorship programs, which are close to our heart. In 2021, Minister Sajjan was appointed to Minister responsible for Pacific Economic Development Agency of Canada, which is our new federal agency focused on British Columbia's evolving economy, which brings him here today. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming the Minister.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Bree. It's good to see you here again. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. But before I begin, I want to acknowledge that we are gathered today on the ancestral, unceded territory of the Syilx Okanagan people. And thank you, Elder, for your welcome. And as you stated, the energy in this room, in this building, is kind of infectious. It takes our nervousness away when we want to speak here. So thank you for this, Chief Lewis, Your Worship. I look forward to our meeting later on today, and to MP Tracy Grace. You here? Oh, there you are. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I didn't see you in the background there. And this is actually my, I've been here many times. In fact, actually, my family, we had a place in Osoyoos some time ago. We sold it, but, I spent some time in 100 Mile House. So this area is kind of still important to me, very nostalgic. And coming back as Minister of, responsible for PacifiCan, it's a great opportunity for me to look at how we, as leaders of our community, can serve the people of this region. And that's why coming back here is extremely important and a very proud day for me. And during my visits, when I came, I met with many businesses, especially here, community leaders here in Kelowna and also in the southern interior. I've learned that there is much to tell and talk about this region, from your long-standing strength in mining, forestry, and agriculture, to the fast-growing tech community of almost 700 companies, to a global reputation of a world-class ski hills, which I think many of us got to get to enjoy, and who can, even though I don't drink, but I've done the winery tours myself. In fact, actually, with the Lieutenant Governor, when I was ready to come, we actually did the winery, the awards as well. So I got to tour the entire region, and that's the end. And I love cherries as well. So, and your fruit. So there's a lot to talk about. And to be honest, in my other portfolio of international development, when I travel, I get to talk about the beauty of the Okanagan. And I think when I forget now, the winery that, because I don't drink, won the award in France. I touted that everywhere I went. Okay, especially in France. And also, this area is the fastest growing cities like Kamloops, Kelowna, and over 30,000 businesses. There are amazing things that are happening here. And now PacifiCan, as you know, PacifiCan is the new dedicated federal economic development partner for British Columbia. Our vision is enduring and for your prosperity. To me, this means that being laser focused on creating quality jobs now and for the future, growing a more inclusive economy so that every community has an opportunity to prosper, supporting innovative businesses that grow at home and also that can compete abroad. And we're happy to talk more about that, especially with the port that's in Prince Rupert. Great opportunity for this region. While PacifiCan is a new name that you may not have heard of, but our roots in BC and Southern Ontario run extremely deep. We're building on the 34 years of legacy of Western economic diversification, or WD as it's referred to, and many strong partnerships started under WD and continue today. But many more have been started this year with PacifiCan. And as you know, PacifiCan is currently supporting BC with over $495 million invested already in more than 1,000 active projects. Now, this includes approximately $129 million that have announced over the past year for projects across the province, including many here in this region, like the $18.8 million for regional airports and carriers that are announced in February, including $4.3 million for airports right here in this region, and the almost $600,000 in funding that was announced in September to develop the Station Street Plaza in Oliver, and the $5.5 million for the economic rebuild in areas impacted by climate disasters, delivered by the Community Futures Development Association of BC, among others. And the success of this region is an important driver of BC and Canada's success. And that is why I'm here today. I'm announcing that the launch of PacifiCan's new offices in Kelowna and Cranbrook, providing services to businesses and organizations throughout this region. I'm very proud to be here for this office opening. And the new staff living and providing services in the Southern Ontario, PacifiCan will be more accessible to all communities in this region, and that's the main goal, is being accessible to all the communities here. We have some of our new staff here today: Candace, Jennifer, Christian, and Lana. Can you please raise your hand? There you go. They're here to serve all of you. We also have a new officer in Cranbrook, Corey, who is meeting today with the Cranbrook community to make them aware of PacifiCan services. Now, these folks and everyone else at PacifiCan look forward to connecting more closely with you and to serve you. We have a lot more to learn from you, and we have also obviously something to contribute. We know that there is power in bringing people together who share ambition, and this building just is a perfect representation of that, combining knowledge, insight, networks, talents. When we come together, we bring all our tools and our connections together. So now, working more closely together will improve the quality of investments in this region. Our advice and ultimately results for you, for British Columbians and Canadians to benefit from. Now, we're already investing in some of the most dynamic companies and organizations in the Southern Interior. Companies and communities creating jobs, attracting people, and improving British Columbians' quality of life. So today, I'm also announcing over $6.3 million in PacifiCan funding for another 4 dynamic businesses right here in the Southern Interior. So, as you know, Pila, based in Kelowna, is receiving over $3.6 million to reduce plastic waste from consumer products. And I just was just chatting earlier. It's amazing innovation that's constantly being developed here. Now, this funding will help Pila hire new staff, acquire new facilities, and target new markets for its compostable phone cases and other products. Now, Phoenix Advanced Materials and Trail is also receiving $1 million to scale up production of materials with important applications in medical imaging and nuclear security. Sounds fascinating. This funding will support purchasing new equipment and creating new good quality jobs. And Valid Manufacturing in Nelson is receiving $1.6 million to expand its business making components for heavy-duty electric vehicles. And this project will create jobs in Nelson and Salmon Arm and bring production of these important components into Canada, reducing reliance on global supply chains. Now, finally, the Great West Equipment in Vernon is receiving $190,000 to expand its heavy equipment dealership network. And Great West will implement new software and technology for its network of dealerships, supplying resources and construction industries across BC and the Yukon. These businesses are receiving funding through PacifiCan's Business Scale-Up and Productivity Program. So I'm very pleased to see representatives from these companies here today. Congratulations to all of you for your success, and thank you for your hard and inspiring work. Now, PacifiCan's investments and expanded footprint across BC demonstrate our government's commitment to be here for British Columbians, and to support your growth. And I'll close by saying, one thing that we're here is to support your vision. What I have found, what's very important to me, is when you have municipality, the business community, and the Indigenous leadership, when you're working in synergy, that's when real growth happens. And we're seeing that here constantly, and I'm looking forward to Kelowna's actually leadership to reach out to the wider region and be that hub in this region. There is no reason why this region can attract even more companies, more employees, and look forward. Finally, I want to say PacifiCan, yes, it's one agency, but it has a nexus to all the other government programs. So PacifiCan is here to support you. PacifiCan is here to be a one-stop shop for other government programs as well. And we look forward for you to inspire, innovate, and create good jobs and a better economy and better future for all Canadians in this region. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Minister. Very exciting announcement. Now to speak more on the impact of the federal support for local businesses here in the Southern Interior BC is Jeremy Ling, founder of Pila. So Jeremy saw firsthand the damage plastic was doing on our oceans while on a family vacation in Hawaii in 2008. In 2010, Jeremy founded Pila, a company that makes products from environmentally sustainable materials, including the world's first compostable phone case. I don't have my phone on me right now, otherwise I would show it off. A few years later, me and Jeremy were actually just reminiscing on it this morning. He toured around Canada trying to decide where to move Pila to open his operations, and he moved his company from Saskatoon to Kelowna to take advantage of our region's natural beauty and our innovative ecosystems that we have here. We agree it was a smart move, and we're so welcome that you call Kelowna home now for the business. Pila is actually one of our neighbors here in the Innovation Center and are a few floors above us. So without further ado, I would love to welcome Jeremy to share about their experience and the investment they've received.
All right, thank you, Bree. Thank you, Elder, for making us feel welcome. Thank you, Minister, and thank you, PacifiCan, for supporting us. One of the interesting things when I saw the announcement and when I think about PacifiCan, and there's been a lot of talk about a vibrant community. And, you know, the best communities help each other when you fall down, pick each other up, you dust each other off, you believe in each other, and you grow together. And one of the reasons, well, starting a business is very similar. You need people to help you, support you, believe in you, pick you up when you fall down, and help you grow as a company. So having PacifiCan here on the ground in this community is just, it's so valuable for the business community, but also for the community in general. By helping us grow our business, we're able to create more jobs and create a more sustainable community and create an environment where people can, you know, make careers here and help the next generation of businesses grow. So we're really excited about that. Yeah, so Bree was saying, 2018, about this time, we had kind of our very first meeting upstairs. I think we had 5 people for our holiday party, and this year we have our holiday party tomorrow. We have over 91 people, I think, coming to our holiday party. And we're able to create jobs for over 100 people in the community and create manufacturing here and ship products all over the world and kind of lead Canada. We're in a really neat situation here where we have the resources and the capital and the people who are driven to make change in the world. We have that here, and we can be leaders in the world. So, and with PacifiCan and support from the community, we can just go farther together. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. So now that concludes the formal speaking portion of the event. I just want to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy schedules to come, join us, learn more about this exciting announcement, and really welcome PacifiCan to our community here with open arms. I want to note at the beginning that I mentioned Haley. She's waving. If you have questions and would like to connect with the minister, please connect with Haley and she'll direct you to the right structure and next steps. For other guests, please stick around, network with each other, grab a cup of coffee. That's really what we love to do in this space, is foster those connections and collaboration. So please take some time to connect with each other. And I'll end it there. So thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day.